Hi folks, it's Moz here, and on the workbench today, Airfix have released a P-40, Curtiss P-40. This is the one, it's the Curtiss Tomahawk Mark II in 1:48 scale, and we're going to have a look inside the box and see what you're going to get from this 2024 release. And here you are, there you go, there it is, the 1:48 scale Curtiss Tomahawk Mark II from Airfix. What can we say? It's a Curtiss P-40 and they were named differently to whoever were operating them. I think it was the Warhawk and then the British government and I think Russians as well called theirs Tomahawks. The later variants of the P-40s were then called Kitty Hawks. So, you know, there's a pattern forming there. Obviously, they had them with shark's teeth on the front to make it more menacing. Am I right in saying that the Messerschmitts had them first and then we kind of copied them? Leave it in the comments below if that's true or not. But I keep hearing it said that the Germans had the teeth on their planes first before we copied suit. But it always looks good, and if you hear Dale speak about these things, like with the latest release of the Spitfire Mark VIII, planes that have teeth tend to sell well, so yeah, that's why they've picked it. So box art, Adam Toomey, looks really fantastic, and there's the, as I said, the shark teeth. Am I right that this one has 6 machine guns in there? I'm trying to think, did it have 6? We'll find out in a minute, because on the side of the box it tells you here about it, doesn't it? So, known as the Tomahawk in RAF service, the Curtiss P-40 in all its variants served many of the Allied air forces throughout the Second World War. Well, its first model to see active service, the P-40B, proved to be an effective and tough low-level fighter. And let's have a look. Does it say anything about the guns? Yeah, it's been able to inflict its opponents with its armament of 6 machine guns, and it became synonymous with the shark mouth motif due to both its use in the 112 Squadron RAF in North Africa and the American Volunteer Group in China. So again, it says here, length of it is 202mm, width of it 237mm, so it's wide as it is long, and 106 pieces. As I said, it is a 148, so obviously it's going to be skill level 2, and you're going to get 2 flying hours with it. If you want the code for this one, it is here, A05133A. Now, the beauty with Airfix is they tell you exactly when this was tooled. So this was tooled 8 years ago in 2016. And this one here, the pack design and decal schemes is from 2024. Edge of the box, you've got box art information there, and the same on the other side. So standard really from Airfix. If we use the Scale Model Bible, Scale Modeller's Bible, the almanac that is Scale Mates, apparently this has only been released 3 times. Originally it was released back in 2016 as the P-40B Warhawk. Then a year later it was then released as this, the 1:48 Curtiss Tomahawk Mark II. Then a gap of 7 years, and we've now got this one here. If you like to purchase this from the Airfix website, they're going for £28.99, and I'll leave a link in the description and in the comments where you can get this kit from that website, from Airfix. Because you buy it from Airfix, you'll get your Hornby Hobby points, and if you are a club member, you get your 10% off too. Before I open the box, can I ask a favour? If you're not subscribed to this channel, will you please consider subscribing? All you've got to do is click subscribe, ring that bell, click all to be notified when I release a new video. And if you're finding the content of this video great, just give it a thumbs up. It all helps grow this channel. Thank you. Right then, let's have a look at the box. Obviously, as it's Airfix, it's going to be a top opening box. I wish they'd bring out a flappy box, but no, they're not going to, even though I can beg, borrow and ask, they won't. So top opening box, and inside you will be getting yourself 1 bag of sprues, 1 instruction manual with the decal sheet inside, which is fabulous. Let's have a look inside and let's see what we get inside the bag. Wow, marvellous. You're getting a bag of clear parts there, which we will look at later. And let's hopefully we can go through here and just spot which one's frame C, which one is frame, that's frame A. So we'll put these to one side. Right then, let's focus on this frame A. So there you go, you've got cockpit on this one. You get yourself a pilot. Doesn't look too badly molded, to be honest, and you've got separate arms, so you can adjust the arms to whichever position you so wish. More parts there for the cockpit inside, going down through. Looks like you've got, is that tanks there? You've got wheels, so oh, that's nice. You've got those, I think that's wheels there, or tyres, I should say. So it looks like you can spray the tyres up black, and then there's the hubs there to go in the middle. Whoops, there's the hubs to go in the middle. Absolutely perfect. Those, to me, are the best ones, and they flatten them off as well, so you've got some flat spots there, which is good. Moving on through, very, very tidy. As I said, it's only been released twice before. So you've got some parts of the undercarriage there, you've got the legs, you've got exhaust there. I believe that's part of the nacelle on the front. It looks like you've got some cockpit detail there. Obviously, it's pretty smart, so quite a good build. There's your seat there. Marvellous, absolutely marvellous. Is that a choice of seat, by the way? I wonder if they give you a choice of seat. Is it twin? No, they want twin. They want two-seaters. Can't be. Must be a choice. That's the frame A for you. Right, on to frame B now. And you've got some nice detail there. Really nice fuselage there. Can't see any sink marks. As I said, this tooling is proper fresh, really. Just turn them over so you can see some detail on the inside. You should be able to see. Very, very nice indeed. You all see that? And then you've got the wings. And you can see that there's all the injection pin marks on one side, which is good. So they've developed this quite well. Very nice. So that's frame B. Then finally, this is frame C, and there you have your propeller there, and you've got your nose, you've got some tanks there, and again, just have a look at the detail there of the underwing there. As I said, some good detail there. Moving through, very nice indeed. Cracking, isn't it? Got some fins there, ailerons. Yeah, there you go, just go as you can see. Cracking, isn't it? It's a very, very nice presented kit. I can't see any issues with this whatsoever. So there you go, enough parts there to keep you going, and they look very well presented. So again, onto the glass, and nice and crisp. Can't see any issues there with the glass. Again, two types of canopies there. So you've got choices here, I presume. Yeah, so that's basically, I think, what it is. You've got some lamps here underneath. Some more glass work there. Incredible. Look at that. You even got the notch. So I think it's because it's different marks. But yeah, so there's your glass. Decal sheet. Everyone likes a decal sheet. And then you've got the Turkish Air Force. I should have mentioned this before, but yeah, you've got your Turkish Air Force on here, which is your scheme B, and there's your scheme A, which is the bomber defense training flight. All the way through, you've got your roundels there. Their center, hardly any carrier film showing on them. I can't see much, can you? So yeah, pretty smart. And then up here you've got all your common stencil data there. There's your dash, or instrument panel, as people keep telling me. I like calling it a dash. And you've got proper wordings there as well, which is good. All the way through. Very nice indeed. And that's your cartograph printed decal sheet. Right, instructions time. So we look at the book. So there you go. It's telling you there, P-40B in various incarnations, served the US States Army Air Force throughout Second World War. So here we go. So basically, building up the cockpit here. Really simple paints being shown there. Here it looks like you've got decals to fit. 4, 5, 2 and 1 decals on the side panel there. and that fits on either side, which is good. That's all done. And so basically you're building up, so basically it's sub-assemblies again. So yeah, you're talking again about how even back then in 2016 you've got these sub-assemblies being put together. Very nice. Some more decals to be fitted there on the instrument panel, and it's giving you some nice close-up here on how these parts fit. So it looks like you've got to either wiggle that in so it goes into a little post there, which is quite nice, and it shows you exactly where positioned in the actual cockpit. The pilot there, how the breakdown of painting it up, and so that's a viewpoint there, isn't it? So are they saying A59? Can you put glass in there instead? Maybe in some builds you'll put a piece of glass in there instead, because I think that piece there, 03, I think that would fit in there, but they've blanked it off this time, which is cool. A small little section to go in there, and then you're putting in it looks like you're doing it upside down, so you put in the assembly of the cockpit entirely in upside down, so you've got this upside down, so don't make sure that's the right way. Just like air intake, I guess, there, moving through, bit of a nacelle there, and then you add this little piece. I don't know what that piece is, so if anyone knows in the comments what that piece is, let me know. Put the two fuselage halves together in one go, and do you want to look at that? What's that peak there? So I'm trying to catch up with everything here. Right, okay. I think that's another piece, because I can't see that being built up. Let me just turn this over just to check to make sure I've not missed anything. No, not too sure. I think that's glass, but if you want to put that in, you can do, but it doesn't show you it being built up here. Yeah, 13, 14, so that's a missing. Okay, I'll have to look into that when I build it. Then you put in the panels on the top there for the engine, and then looks like there's the guns on top. These parts here for the wings, and then you'll put in the undercarriage or the gear bays in on top, and make sure that you've got to drill out 2mm hose there if you want to put it on a stand. That's fair enough. Then that wing goes on into position there, into them slots there, which is good. And then top of the wings go on into that position there. That's really sweet, that. And telling you there, 30 degree angle on the rear, on the tail there. So they attach to the front, they attach to the back, and then that goes on the end. Then you've got a choice then for the flaps at the back of the intake. So intake there, and that's where the exhaust is. Around it goes, or the exhaust, the outway of the air. Back then, you can either have it gear up or gear down. So I see. So you can either put the doors on straight, or you have them open, and then you slot them in. And you slot that in with the wheel. That's a nice touch. That is very nice touch. Then you onto the gearing and undercarriage, left and right. Again, you've got a choice there of wheels up, wheels. These are for wheels up. Okay, so you just put the hub inside those tyres there, and I'm assuming there's a gap there, so that fits in. I get that, yeah. Or you can have them wheels down, ready for landing, and there's two-piece section there either side. Then you put the doors on either side, and then again there's your flat spots, and there's your hubs going in, which is the best way, because you don't have to worry about painting them up. You just paint each paint separately. Build up of the propeller, so 1, 2, 3, 4 C24, and again, it's not showing you. There it is. That's it. That's part 48 finish. That goes in. Exhaust goes in at the side, and then A or B, you fill it. So if you're doing scheme A, you're filling those holes in, file and fill in both holes, or if you're doing B, you put them in. So that's the schemes. Okay, that's a fair shout. A or B, you've got a choice. You've got a choice. I like that. More glass on the back, obviously. So there's DO2, DO5, DO4. So they all go in. So you've got 3 pieces of glass there for the canopy. So I'm assuming then you've got a choice then, D12 or D11, on if you have it open or closed. If you want D12 if you want it closed, D11 if you want it open. And there's your front panel there for the canopy. Right, moving on. We've got the call outs here. Let's have a little nosy. So, quite simple. Matte yellow, matte dark green, matte black, gunmetal, matte ocean grey and satin medium grey. And the research notes saying the AK-128 was believed to have been repainted the temperate land scheme of dark green, ocean grey or mixed grey and medium sea grey, though the aircraft frequently gets attributed to number 30 operational training unit. These mostly flew Wellington bombers in training exercises, and the unarmed Tomahawks were supplied by 1686 Bomber Defence Training Flight. So that's the scheme you're doing here. And extended thanks to Malcolm Garner for his assistance. So that's it there. You're doing this number 1686 Bomber Defence Training Flight, Royal Air Force, Hixon, Staffordshire, England, 1943. And if we turn these over here, you can do a Turkish Air Force one, which is XRAF. Just look at the schemes. More dark earth and matte dark green on this one. Okay, matte red wine, but you get them as decals anyway. You have to use that on the tail and use those schemes. Use the star and the moon on the back. Yes, I quite like that scheme, but obviously I think most of us will do that one because of the shark teeth on the front. So there you go. There's the instructions. Right, there you go. For all of you Curtiss P-40 fans, you've got a really good model kit there that I think Airfix have done themselves proud on this one. It's something that will interest me in building at some point. Mind you, the list for me is so long. But yeah, as I said, it was only been released 3 times. This is the 3rd incarnation of it. Second time as a Tomahawk Mark II. So if you're interested in having a crack at this, let me know in the comments which scheme you will be doing when you purchase this kit. I'll leave a link in the description box below and in the comments where you can buy this kit from the Airfix website. As I said, they're going for 29 quid. Airfix Club members 10% off, and you get your Hornby hobby points too. So, points mean pounds. Anyways, and that's it from me. I think it's a great kit. As I said, leave a comment below if it's the sort of thing you'd want to build, especially in 1/48 scale. If you like the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that bell, click all to be notified when I release a new video. Any questions, any comments, leave in the box below because I do reply. Huge shout out to my channel members who help me financially with this channel. If you'd like to become a member for more perks, just click join below and select which membership tier you so wish. Don't forget, my book is on Amazon. I Spilt My Tamiya Extra Thin. It's basically 25 chapters of me talking about my life, stories of my life, and I include modelling in analogies. If you'd like to buy that, there'll be a link in the description box below too. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more in one of the 4 corners here, pick one of them and you'll be able to watch more content from me, Moz. I'll see you soon.